Hi everyone, and welcome back to another trading day. I'm Johan Malan, and today, Wednesday 11 October 2023, I have 12 trade ideas that could potentially boost your trading profits today. My first pick of the day is a potential long on the pound US. But before we proceed, remember that trading carries risk, and never trade with money you cannot afford to lose. At the end of this video, I will show you my favorite trade idea for today. So grab your notepads and let's get started. Now let's get back to the pound US. I've identified this support level. You can see clearly here a little bit of a shoulder and a head and sort of a shoulder here, but that's not the main focus. I see a new trend starting here. I see pound rallying from being down there last week into the top third spot strength wise on the currencies, and it's breaking through this level now since yesterday, busy retesting. I would now wait for some form of a 1 hour reversal here. Any technical reversal pattern that you prefer, you can use there. Even a 4 hour reversal is 100% fine. Next, the pound cat. We got this support level on the previous video yesterday, which will be in the description down below this video. And you can see here, we tested the level, nice bullish engulfing. See the sweet spot level here, the halfway mark of the candle, plus a nice bullish engulfing, wrapping around all the candles here, giving you all the chance in the world to get into the trade. With a 10 pip slippage here at the bottom, you got about a 45 pip risk. On the sweet spot, you've got roughly a 30 pip risk. Very nice risk reward, roughly 35 pips on average to 40 pips of risk for a potential target of 60, up there almost 80 pips. Now that's what we're after. 1 to 1.5, 1 to 2. Any open trade here, you can see as the market moves up the page here, moves up, making new highs. Any balance of the trade, I will trail the stop loss to roughly 10 pips, 5 to 10 pips below that low, locking in some profits, but definitely some target levels being hit roughly there, and that market structure coming in there. That gives us a risk reward of, well, 60 pips profit for about a 30 to 40, depends on your exact entry. So lovely trade. T1 definitely close out there. Now trail the stop loss to these lows, and as it makes new highs, keep trailing the stop loss. Then the pound New Zealand, a little bit of a sticky one because of the strength of the pound. The New Zealand is still winning, but you can see here on the 1 hour charts yesterday, we had that short there. We had a shooting star there that gave you another short. Now you can see here, as the market came down, making a new low here, obviously that previous high would be your trailing stop loss. So that trade got stopped out in the money, and targets hit. If you look at your risk reward, shooting star, halfway mark there yesterday, that's exact type of setups I'm looking for personally on the candle patterns. So you can see there, your risk there was roughly 25. If you took it on the close of the candle, you're about 35. So let's call it average 30 pip risk. You can see there, it's 1 to 2, a lot. There was this Bill Williams there at 80 pips. There was one there at 88 pips. So definitely some form of a trade closure that you had with a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and then anything you left for the larger time frame, you got trailed out at this high. Very nice trade for us. Now retesting the levels. If I look at the pound New Zealand now, I'm getting a little bit worried because the pound is really gaining in strength. They are top 2, so I think they should start to see sideways range trading in this. So for now, I'm going to step aside on the pound New Zealand. Lovely trade, beautiful risk reward, and that's another winner in the bank. Euro New Zealand. Euro there, New Zealand, you can see the euro much weaker than the New Zealand, so I would like to short. I'm waiting for today still, this whole week. I'm waiting for this market structure here to be retested. Then I will look for 1 hour reversal patterns at that level. Aussie Swiss, we've got the 4 hour short here since last week already, and I just keep trailing it down the page. No stop losses has been hit. You see there, 10 pips above that high. It missed it there again. Gave another setup this morning, and I showed you this level for the last few days now, since last week. And every time it gets there, one looks to short. Aussie, Swiss, they are getting a little bit more tighter, but on the 4 hour charts, got a nice bearish engulfing there if you were not already in the trade. Still going for the targets, And if you want to make sure about the targets, you can watch yesterday's video, which I will have in the description in the link below this video. Then the Aussie New Zealand, we've got that level hit there. If you go to the 1 hour charts, you'll see a nice bearish engulfing yesterday. We never got to the halfway mark there. You see that unfortunately didn't happen. The sweet spot didn't happen. That's why I always take something on the close and then I try to do the halfway mark of the candle also. Risk on this trade, roughly 20 to 25 pips, and down there you did not get what you were looking for. So not a great one at this stage, with the Aussie gaining a little bit more strength in the markets. So this one still at risk, turning a winning trade into a losing trade. That's not always nice, but difficult. What would you have done else here? So I'm comfortable holding on. It's not going to be the end of the world, but this one seems to be busy failing. CAD Swiss, I gave you this consolidation break. I told you to wait there, and then the reversal. Now we had the break. We had a 4 hour reversal. Let me zoom in. A 4 hour reversal. You can see the break and then the bearish engulfing. Okay, the retest bearish engulfing. Nothing else after that yesterday. We had stunning 1 hours. You had the break here. I told you to wait for reversal pattern. Look at this nice bearish engulfing, wrapping around two bodies there, and then get confirmed by a super fantastic shooting star. Look at this long upper shadow. Markets rejecting those highs. There's the short. Look at the halfway mark of the shadow right there. Those were the two shorts. Depends now on if you took the bearish engulfing, you got the entry, you got the halfway mark, pretty much the same levels. That stop loss there would roughly be 10-15 pips. This one down here would be roughly, also let's call it 20 pips. Very nice spike down the page there yesterday. Not enough to get us to a nice target or nice risk reward, but we're in the trade and we're looking good. Trail any stop losses of any open trades here to this high here now. All right, so it started up there. Give it 5 or 10 pips above those highs, and let's see. We go back to the 4 hour charts, setting some targets here. The last really nice directional swing was this one here. So I guess that the 1.27 and the 1.618, look there at structure there, very nice, and 1.618 also nicely at structure there. So these are the places to hit targets, 1 hours and 4 hours now. Then the US Swiss, opportunities to get short up there, but this is the one I had yesterday. Test, bearish engulfing on the close, on the sweet spot, and could have shorted that. If you go back to the 1 hour charts, there was the evening star up there. That could have got you into a short, even at a better level. If you're watching the 1 hour charts, it closed just below the halfway mark of this white candle, which is an evening star, with a stop loss at the same place. So the risk on the 1 hour charts was roughly 30. On the 4 hour charts, the risk was, depends on where you got in, roughly 50, 60. But if the halfway mark, the one I preferred, was a 40 pip risk. So you can see you get a various amount of risks on this trade to hit some targets. So let's set some targets here. On the last directional swing, I've got this from there to there, and 1.27 and 1.618. That'll be the place. I love this 1.618. It's right at this structure here, so very nicely done. But lighten up when it gets here. You will have, well, depends on your entry now. I've marked all those. That's a 50 per profit. From there, that's a 40 per profit. All of them will give you at least a 1 to 1.5 or 1 to 2, and on the 1 hour charts, allow something to run through to the 1.618 Fibonacci. Gold, yesterday I said to be cautiously long here, and we got a very nice hammer candle finding the support. I'm cautious due to the gap because that gets filled, but if you look on the 4 hour charts now, the 4 hours give a nice hammer candle there. You've got even the halfway mark possibility, so your risk was very, very, very small. $4, $5, $6 at best. We're up $11, so already running a very nice profit on this trade. There are the two levels that you can watch there for targets, and let's set targets there at just below 1880. You can push it through to the $1,900 levels if you want to. Depends on what happened in Israel and Palestine. Pull stop loss now to $1 or so below that black candle there. And let's sit back. It's almost at entry. You can't lose money. Stop loss started there. It's always when you can't lose money, that is a great place to be. Swiss yen. Got this yesterday up for you as one of my favorite setups. it broke, it retested. If you look at the 1 hour charts here, let me zoom in. Nice retest, bullish engulfing, halfway mark, entry there, no problem at all. Stop loss down here. So we kicked off with a stop loss of roughly 40 pips, on the halfway mark roughly 30 pips, and at that stage, depends on where you got in, you're up about 30, almost 40 pips. We are right at those highs. If you look at the 4 hour charts now, right on those highs, maybe a place to lighten up slightly, not heavily, slightly. That can be a target, and then you can see that market structure levels coming in there for some targets. If we confirm that with Fibonacci's, you'll see from there to there, the 1.27 comes in right on those highs, and the 1.618 right on those highs. So spread your trades, and you can have some partial closes up on those levels. This wants to run Swiss yen 100%. Look at the strength of the Swiss, the weakness of the yen. And the New Zealand, US, still New Zealand up there, US very weak at this stage. This is the level I'm still waiting for at this Fibonacci levels, market structure there. So these are the levels I am interested in taking along on the New Zealand. My favorite idea for today is the New Zealand cat along in this trade. But first, if you are new to this channel and find this video helpful, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so I can keep making content like this for you. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to ensure you don't miss out on any of my daily trade ideas. Now let's get back to my favorite setup, the New Zealand cat, a long position. It is already testing. Remember now, New Zealand cat, that's what I'm after. I want to be short cat, I want to be long New Zealand, and right back here at the support level. It took a while to go through this. I drew a flat line here, rising bottoms, and now I see a bounce off that support level. If you go back to the 1 hour charts, it is busy giving a setup right now. On the close of this candle, I would like to trade this hammer candle long if it can close like this. So New Zealand cat busy setting up on the rising trend line with the lateral support, the market structure there. So I believe this could be a trade shortly. But trading isn't just about my insights. I want to hear from you. Drop your questions, share your experiences, or tell me which trading opportunities you are eyeing in the comments below. I've been trading since 2003, and if you are eager to take your trading skills to the next level, check out the links in the description to join my mentorship program and open a trading account with a trusted broker, which I have been using since 2010. Thank you for joining me today on this trading journey. Don't forget to trade responsibly, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Until then, trade well.